Hello everyone, welcome back to Sonic and the Sidekicks, our annual 2-day event focused on the Sonic the Hedgehog series and the colorful collection of characters that he calls his friends, rather than the blue blur himself. Just a reminder to everyone that your subs, your Prime Gaming subs, I've seen some folks coming through. Any support, like bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel, that does help support us here over on GDQ Hotfix. If you enjoy watching speedruns, consider subscribing to the channel as well. If you've got a Prime sub kicking around, we'd really appreciate it. Roman, I can hear you laughing. Speaking of Roman, we're being joined by Roman on commentary and Jordy in the runner's seat for Sonic Mania for, I think I'll present this correctly, for the best boy that is Tails. Did I get that right, you two? How are y'all doing?
You absolutely did. We're doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us on here. I'm super grateful. This is actually my first event that I'm taking part in.
Well, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you.
So, this is Sonic Mania, Tails, no emeralds glitch, so we're just trying to get to the end as fast as possible. We will be doing some few boss skips throughout this run. I'm going to try and show off everything I can. It's just basically like this whole game's showing like old school levels along with some few levels. I can't really explain the game well enough, so I will let Ro take over as soon as we start, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go! On you go, Ro.
Hello and welcome and greatest of all of the GDQ Hotfixes, you handsome lovelies out there. We are playing Sonic Mania as the best boy. No emeralds and glitched. And before I go into any more technicalities in this, I must call out what I just heard Amber say. Because when talking about Prime subs, for some reason I heard, if you have any Prime sons, feel free to donate them. Like,
that is what I said. We're not going to acknowledge the fact that I said Prime Sons, but I did in fact say Prime Sons.
That's amazing. We love you, Amber.
We're not going to acknowledge it, but we definitely just did.
Yep. Anyways, we are playing Sonic Mania. It is a wonderful, wonderful 2D Sonic game. And as is part of the core for this amazing event, we are playing as not Sonic, we are playing as Tails, who has already beaten the first boss. For those of you who have never played Sonic Mania, it is a magnificent love letter to the classic Sonic games. You'll see familiar parts in the acts and the levels themselves, because, you know, Green Hill Zone, the level that is quite decisive nowadays. Some people love it, some people have some less happy opinions about seeing this. But alas, this game does something very neat about it, which is the game, or every zone, has 2 acts, Act 1 and 2. One normally being more to the close to the original with the layout, and you'll see like familiar its and bits. Whereas the second act always introduces something unique about the level. So we saw Jordy use some of the zip lines, for example. And here comes a boss that used to be a massive pain for us, but in Mania, the feats don't have an active hitbox, which makes this 10 times more easier. And we're already done with Green Hill. Wasn't that fast? Wasn't this amazing? How are you feeling, Jordy, so far?
I'm going good. Thankfully, we've got the most boring parts of the run over.
Yeah. We're moving to the very first speedrun that I've ever learned, Chemical Plant 1 IL. Great soundtrack, really cool level, and the movement in this is just so fast. Like, see, Chemical Plant 1, if done correctly, has such a great flow to it. Especially this action coming up in just a very hot second. I'm gonna let Jordy focus.
It's all good, we got through it.
Nice. Ah, that off-screen jump is just pure muscle memory. For me,
that was so sick.
It looks neat, it feels amazing. Ah, great, great, great execution there, Jordy.
Thank you.
So, the first boss has the dark blue goop stuff thing with great first 2 hits. The boss always moves either right to left, back to right, or left to right to left. So whichever side the boss moves first is the side they will pop up again. And yeah, CP1, close to the original. CP2, the unique little thingamajig that's getting implemented here, is the goop you see at the bottom right now. The dark blue goop hurts you. The light blue goop makes you jump a little bit high, just a little bounce. The purple goop you stick to, and the green goop gives you a big bounce. Like you see right now. Love to see. This DNA thing always like that creeps me out. I was like, I don't like that being here. It's kind of weird. In the tubes, it is important to hold the right directions because the tubes would actually stop you at a certain section and be like, do you want to go left, right, top, bottom? But, you know, since Jordy's amazing and knows the route, just holds the button preemptively so we know that we go the right way. Little damage boost, that's intentional to go faster through the spikes. Little jump. And it's important to hold the jump button right now because then we get the big bounce that I love so much. Boom! Extra life is for you. Yeah. So, the cool thing in this level is also the syringes that you saw for half a second right there. Normally the goop down there would have been light blue, but pumping the green goop into it also turned like the whole thing green. A nice little like mechanics. A little bit of idle dancing, love to see it. The big rings, as with many Sonic games, put you into special stages. We do not want them! Not because the emeralds are bad or whatever, but you know, we're playing the bad ending, the no emerald route. So, if we accidentally were to go into a special stage, that'd be kind of painful. Talking about painful, welcome to the boss that every speedrunner loves in this game. It's Eggman's mean
No, we
machine.
don't.
Shh, people don't know that. Let them think we love this. Amber, how do you feel about puzzle games like this?
I like them. I'm terrible at them outside of like Tetris.
Tetris is a bit more chill than this.
Tetris I'm good at. I cannot wrap my head around like stacking correctly in Puyo at all. And it's really funny because I feel like all the Puyo runners, like there might have been a couple who ran Mania for a little while, but like I feel like all the Puyo runners just don't run Mania anymore, despite the fact that they would have an advantage here.
So, for those of you who don't know how this works, we have to create groups of 4 Puyos, which then in turn throw trash Puyos toward our enemy. Whoever reaches the top of the screen first loses. So our goal is to try and make a big combo. We are hoping for a blue one right now. This might also work. Yeah. We're just letting Jody pause a little because this fight is very... Ah, we're at the top. Nice.
I wasn't
GG's.
getting blue.
Yeah, I was just like, give blue, please give blue, we want the blue. I think this is just karma for us removing, you know, the blue blur from this entire event.
So true.
I mean, we did kill him a few runs ago.
Yeah.
He's got to find his vengeance somehow.
Welcome to the first original zone of this game, Studiopolis, which is also the reason why this game exists as a whole. It's a movie studio thing, TV studio, just, you know, it's a studio. It looks really cool, and this was pitched to Sega back in the days, being like, hey, we have this idea, wanna look at this? And Sega's like, that's kind of really cool, can you make like a whole thing out of this? And they were like, yeah, sure. The story was extremely paraphrased by me. Hi.
Hello.
This level has lots of neat little Easter eggs and tidbits towards like all the Sonic things and references. Like if you have the time and haven't played this game, it's not just a really cool speedrun, it's also just an amazing love letter to the classic Sonic franchise. And we're now fighting the Heavy Gunner, which is an auto-scroller. Heavy Gunner shoots 3 rockets, one of which will be blue. The higher the rocket, the sooner it'll come on screen. So the highest one comes first, the second comes second, so on and so forth. We want to reflect the blue one to the boss. So this is legit just an auto-scroll. All we can do is run along. If we were super, we could legit just hold the right button. But apart from that, Amber, what has been like a moment that you genuinely enjoyed so far in this?
In the run or in the marathon in general?
Yes.
Go for both.
So I really enjoy the movement. I actually love no emerald runs in classic Sonic games. I'm one of the like weird naysayers who think that like super mode runs are not super visually interesting to me a lot of the time. So like, you know, where you get 50 rings and go super, it's just like that kind of becomes the run. And there's a lot of like technical know-how in the run under the hood, but visually it's just like this is the thing. Whereas like no emerald runs, like that's my personal preference, both like casually and speedrunning. just because I like the risk that comes with getting hit and stuff like that. That is more common than in Emerald runs where you often spam your super form or superpowers. What's up?
Would it be beneficial if whenever we turn super, I started to sing about a magical dragon?
Oh my god, I was okay. So I'm a night owl, and I was asleep for the first like 2.5 hours of the broadcast, but I know exactly what happened every time Argic went super. I'm a magic Durgan now.
That's so good.
We are in Studiopolis Act number 2. Now, it's difficult to be like, well, they introduced something new because, well, the entire zone is new, but this level introduces these little electric pipes where we can just zap yourself and travel along there. Little concept. There's also popcorn machines here and there. I would like to watch.
We don't get to see any of the popcorn machines.
Aww. It has like some casino-esque vibes as well in the studio. Yeah, Tails can also, as you can see right now, squish in between the bumpers. Because he's not just the best boy, he's just superior as is as a character. Yes, I'm a Tails fan. He is the best character. Fight me. I mean, come on. How can you not love this genius orange fox boy who just is essential to everything that's happening? And just look at the way Jordy makes this seem so fluent and easy. Coming up next is Eggman on top of a TV, but you see, normally Sonic or Knuckles or whatever struggle with bosses because the whole gimmick of most of the bosses is they're too high to hit you. Well, if only we could fly, which we can since we are the best boy Tails. Making easy work of the boss, and we're now moving towards a fan favorite, the Flying Battery Zone. The Flying Battery will also be the first time we'll be seeing some of the more interesting strats and tricks involved, especially Flying Battery 2, but we're not there yet. Well, now we're trying to avoid being lambade. Burnt hair doesn't smell nice. I don't know why that thought just came to my mind.
Wait, what did you say?
His tail's hitting the thing, it's just, you know... Not only does it hurt, but it will also just smell really bad. Now, for those of you lovelies who don't know, the Flying Battery also has these new magnetic... Not new, but like the magnetism. And many lovelies don't know that it's on a fixed timer. Jordy, do you remember what I told you? Do you know the second it
I
pops up?
remember. 48 seconds. Well,
Exactly.
when the timer has an 8 on it, I just remember that part being 48 and then I can go.
Exactly. Every time there's an 8 on the second, the magnetism gets turned on. And in reverse, I think every time there's a 4, it gets turned off. Gotta wait for the rockets to destroy the path. If you actually get hit by the rockets, the path does not get destroyed. Ooh,
I almost got hit
nice
there
safe
twice.
movement. That's just pure skill. See, something that I just really love to observe with speedrunners is when something unexpected happens. And you can clearly see that is the runner someone who's just used to routine or is able to react on the fly. And Jordy just presenting how much skill is at play here. Again, wonderful example of the boss is too high to reach, except if you're the best boy Tails. Flying Battery 2. The unique gimmick here is, and I don't mean this insultingly, it's just a fact, it's trash. Like, straight up, it's trash. I mean this in a literal sense. You'll see right at the beginning, because we'll go into the trash, because it's not just, you know, visual and looks kind of weird. Actually, a hidden path. Wink, wink. So we go down here.
It's called a trash can, not a trash cannot.
Exactly.
Gotta look at the positive side.
One man's trash, another man's treasure. Isn't that like the saying?
I believe we had that in Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, except it was said in reverse by mistake, with another man's treasure is someone's trash.
I mean, I bet that also works. Great movement here, because these little
Yes!
grabby thingies. Ooh, we skipped Spider Steve. We lost Spider Steve. Shout out to Spider Steve, but we actually managed to skip the first one. Let's look at it go. We are soon to see the very first proper boss kit in this game. Gotta go all down. I'm just gonna let Jody focus for half a second, then I'll explain what happened and happens and whatnot.
You can explain it now. This is the easiest one.
Okay. Yeah, it's like some people just, yeah. So the way this works is the fact that I fail to speak, and secondly, the boss would normally be a vertically scrolling endless tunnel thing, but the capture's already spawned in. And as such, we're able to outmaneuver the entire thing to just land on where the capture is. However, it's not as easy as one might think. If you land too soon, the camera will lock on your position and you're just soft locked there. If you jump too late or land too late, you will, fall to the death plane and, well, do the opposite of succeeding. I don't know what the proper word for that is. Failing? That sounds kind of wrong. Anyways, Jody, as I said, amazing runner. Shows that no problem. And we're already in the press garden where Eggman prints a lot of newspapers. Like, that's a lot of paper being used at the backside there. And I question, who reads that? That might be a big waste of resources that Eggman could invest into something else. But alas, I don't think that man has any problems with his economics. Johnny, I always wonder, what is your favorite level in this speedrun?
That was a good question. I was thinking about it before we started, and it's probably got to be Metallic Madness 1.
Metallic Madness 1, the level that stresses me out the most. Amazing. I look forward to seeing that.
What can I say? I love anime.
I mean, is this anime though? Is it?
I don't know.
We'll find out later. Aye. But we are soon to visit what I think or consider to be the friendliest boss in this game, because he waves at us. Everyone waves back.
Waves at the boss. Hi, boss.
Hello, boss.
Boss says
Can't see
hi.
you right now. Oh, we're waving. Hello. That's your friendly boss. Love to see it. So what we have to do is we need to bait the boss into hitting the metal crates so that the saw blade gets broken and gives us an opportunity to just, give a bit more of a tight body honk or body check to the boss and be like, hey, let me just, go on you. So yeah, we are now trying
Yes.
Nice! That is a skip that's actually very, very interesting and not as easy as one might think. If you land and finish at the right second and let go at the right moment, you actually do the transition skip. So you don't have the animation, you don't have to reset your position and whatnot, it just keeps the momentum going. Love to see it. PG2, Press Gun 2, the mandatory ice level that we just have in many Sonic games, and to be told, I like him. I like ice levels. Yes, the momentum in some of them can be a bit with the ice and whatnot, but look at the best boy. He's having the time of his life, I think, question mark. I mean, he does look very cool right now.
He looks a little distressed.
I mean... I'm glad you called me on the terrible he looks cool joke. Anyways.
Oh, no, I heard it. I acknowledged it. I was not going to call you out for it because I thought it was funny.
Yes! Everyone thinks I'm funny. That's a big win. We're fighting Heavy Shinobi, who uses the Starry thingies from Metallic Madness. From Metropolis, thank you. That's what I was looking for. But I can't even explain stuff because Jody's too fast.
This run is flying by.
Yeah, I used to speedrun this game myself. Mania is a great speedrun, and especially this act is a wonderful middle point because Stella Speed with 2, so Stella Speed with 1 and 2, but more specifically 1. The most chill song in the entire game. I mean, just listen to this.
This sounds like what you'd hear in those lo-fi or relaxing Sonic remix compilations.
I had a phase where I just listened to that non-stop.
I mean, I could listen to this at work and I wouldn't mind. It's just so relaxed. It finds this wonderful sweet spot between, being relaxed and chill and cool, but still having enough pep to it so it's not boring or making you drowsy. So, some of you might know this level from the Sonic City era, where we are currently in the past. I've never played Sonic City, but I think
this is the past.
Yes, I'm a smart one. We're fighting a giant light bulb. This boss is interesting, the fact that if you do not touch the ground, the boss does not reappear. So if Jordi were to fly right now and just not land, the boss would not reappear. You have to make physical contact to the ground for the boss to appear. I didn't know that. Back at the times, I lost a run to that. Also, some of you might not know, what's that cool bonus? Like, I think it was Archie.
Is that damageless?
Yes, the cool bonus is it starts at 10,000, and every time you get hit, you lose 1,000.
Yeah, so like you could legitimately do a verifiable like cool bonus run if you really wanted to, like a damageless run, and just ensure that you get a cool bonus on every level.
Yep.
I tried to do a damage run and I never went through with it because I kept dying in Press Garden too.
Oh.
I mean, the question is, you could technically cheat by being like, I'm playing Super. Also, this is Metal Sonic. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ooh. It was just an illusion. We're good. Nothing to worry. Like, I legit like fear. Oh my god, it's actually Metal Sonic. I mean, we can't have a CD stage without Metal Sonic chase.
At least we're not seeing Sonic, am I right?
I flippin' love the... It's the best thing in the entire song. However, this boss fight has 3 phases. The chase section, in which we are right now, the Silver Sonic section, which we will hopefully skip, wink wink, foreshadowing, and the final section, which you will see in just a bit. But for now, we have to...
Please. No. Stay away.
Alright, well, about that foreshadowing.
So the idea would be that we manage to fly above the entire boss trigger, but considering that Metal Sonic is Metal Sonic and sometimes he can be a bit of a pain, he hit us out of the air and into the boss fight. But it's not that bad, like it is relatively fast if you know what you're doing.
It used to be a lot more hits before Sonic Mania Plus. I think it used to be 6 hits or something like that.
It also depends on how you hit it. Like, if you spin dash the Silver Sonics back into them when they are spin dashing, it deals more damage as if you were to just destroy them, they reflect the energy points. Also, look.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Also, unpopular take, I hate this phase in particular just because there's no floor under the boss and it's so easy to get dragged in. Sorry, we gotta play the rest of the game now.
Gosh darn it, Tails. You could have like saved everything and everyone right now. Anyways, my favorite levels, let's flip and go. Hydro City 1 and 2.
I think this is the most broken level as well.
It's the one?
Is this... Do we do Zombie Tails here?
Yes, we do the ghost trick. Now, Hydro City 1 and 2, my personal all-time favorite levels in this game, are a wonderful, wonderful showcase of why I think the Tails speedrun is such a joy to behold. And you will see that in just a little bit. But for now, we have to navigate through the level as fast as possible, varying from like bottom route, mid route, top route. It's a very... God, I love the song. I genuinely love Hydro City, not just because like I'm the king of hydration, blah blah blah, but it's a cool level. It's visually nice, it's aesthetically nice. From a speedrunner's perspective, it's really cool.
This is gonna stress some people out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is RPG's favorite sleep music.
Why does that sound like actually believable?
Perfect. So the way this works is that we let the drowning timer run out, but at the same time get grabbed by the jelly robot thing. I don't know what they're called. Do they have an official name? Whatever.
They probably do, but I don't think it's been documented.
Let's call them Franklin, because we're spiders. So we get grabbed by Franklin, and we use that to regain the control of our character after we have hit the drowning time. Which put us in this weird, like, zombie, ghost, undead state thing, whatever. Which, as you saw, allowed us to not get hit by spikes, avoid anything that's sprite-based, and now we are on top of the boss arena.
No, we're not. We're at the goalpost.
And we're at the goalpost now. I was just waiting for half a second to let that thing happen. So...
I was like, what was the pause?
Yeah, that's a pause strat to avoid the Eggman scene where he drops the bombs.
Oh.
The thing is, if you were to simply move right as you land on the ceiling, you would hit the cutscene trigger, which freezes us in place, and we have to just imagine Eggman in very neat-looking scuba gear as he places the bombs and destroys the sides and whatnot. But if we keep the movement going, while we are paused, it does not actually hit the boss trigger. But it requires some precision timing with the jump, if I remember correctly, so you actually, like, you know, land in the right place where you want to be.
Yeah.
Hydro 2, also another wonderful showcase for speedrunning, in my opinion, because it shows that even without glitches and whatnot, there are neat little things you can do to be faster in the level. Hydro 2, for those of you who don't know, is set up in a figure, like in an infinity sign, or like a figure 8 if you were to lay it down. And the way it works is we come into the level from the top left, from the infinity sign, and it wants us to go bottom right, bottom left. But considering that we can fly, we just go across from top left to top right, hit the path swapper, so we're on the right layer, and then just go bottom left. So it's not even a like glitch or trick or whatever in that sense. It's just being aware of the level layout and using that to your advantage, which is also a wonderful, wonderful skill and showcase for speedrunning on a nice level. Welcome to the Toilet of Doom, as I like to call it. It is
The Toilet of Doom.
I love that name.
It's a showcase of how Eggman should not just give us the things with which we can beat him. The idea is that we are in this randomly, quote-unquote, random generated pattern where we have to hit the bombs, then dodge the bombs, and then hit Eggman with said bombs. The neat thing is that Jordi picked up a bubble shield because technically we are straight up underwater. So if we would not have the bubble shield, we will also have to pick up the bubbles that get sent out whenever we hit him with a bomb, because otherwise we'd hear the magnificent again, which of course is very relaxing at this time of day. The boss is defeated. Or is it? Question mark? Well, it is Hydro City after all, so we spinach to the side and do some bouncy strats. Yeah, love to see that. Nice little damage boosts. Yep, and the boss is done. We fly straight up so we can just hit the thingamajig, the capsule. And this is interesting. The cutscene that happens now, you cannot skip. It only ends the moment that Tails leaves the screen.
I want everyone to get their Onos ready in chat for our fallen brother.
Here we go.
Bye, Knuckles.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Bye, Knuckles.
Alright, you may continue.
It's all good. We love Knuckles. So, this is everyone's other favorite thing in a Sonic speedrun. It is the auto-scroller. Yeah. But I like that Sonic's wearing like...
This is my favorite level.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not at all.
I mean, I bet someone's out there who say, I love the auto-scroller levels, they're so chill and relaxed. Which, yeah, sure, if someone likes them, they like them.
This is where my heart rate shoots up to 120 every run.
However, there is a nice little trick in here as well. We need to, want to, wish to, whatever's the right term for this, grab 50 rings and then do a certain skip at the end, if we had all emeralds. We can't do this sadly in the current run, but there is a really cool trick that we can do in a either all emeralds or plus run, where we grab 50 emeralds, and at the end of this, if we
50 emeralds, wow.
Yes, I totally went to say rings there. I mean, Rouge would be happy, I think.
Anyways, go on.
Oh, thank you.
We grab 50 rings.
We grab 50 onion rings, and at the end of the level, we do a super transformation at the right timing, which would then allow us to skip the entire train section that would happen after the plane section. So we have a plane section, then we have a train section, and then we're back on the plane. Spoilers? Foreshadowing? I don't know, but we're already in the level. Jordi, how are you feeling as of this very moment? How are you enjoying the run so far?
Loving it. Absolutely loving my time here. Living the best life.
And now would be the time to super transform if we could. The moment you see the train on the screen.
Alas, we can. Super transform.
I love how Agman manages to put his face on front of the train, and it just makes total sense. Like, it straight up does. It looks so cool. I like Agman. He doesn't get the credit he deserves sometimes. Go with the safety checkpoint, just in case. Never hurts to have the safety checkpoints. And here we have the heavy magician again doing the thing with the hands that magicians do for some reason. I think it's like build suspense or whatever. Oh look, it's the giant worm monster. We hope for a good pattern. So what the worm can do is jump from back to front, front to back, or move to either of the sides. You want to see lots of this, just back and forth, back and forth. But the boss is going to the side now.
It was average.
Yeah, that was okay. If you are fast and good and skillful enough, which of course, Jordi, one of the showcase, you can get 2 hits in when the boss does the side, the left to right or right to left movement. And now, Virage Saloon number 2. So we're sticking to the Wild West theme, but this one introduces something that I think most of us love. Ice cream! We all love ice cream. Nom, 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 nom. I like ice cream.
I got the cool jump, let's go.
Yeah.
We don't have Knuckles with us, though. Are we not able to do ice cream strats?
We sadly can't do ice cream skip.
Oh.
So, if we had a partner with us, like Knuckles or Tails, we could do something at the boss fight, which is called Ice Cream Skip. It's named after that because we're using like one of the ice creams you see throughout the level as visual reference. But we sadly cannot, we don't have a partner with us. But anyways, shout out to ice cream. We love ice cream. Johnny, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I remember last time I said strawberry, but I'm like switching over to chocolate, I'm not gonna lie.
Good choice, good choice. Amber, your favorite?
I like cookies and cream a lot. There's a lot of flavors I like, but I think like cookies and cream or vanilla right now.
Vanilla.
My partner's been really big on like this cherry bomb ice cream is what it's called, and I have no idea what's in it.
I mean, I would assume cherries.
I think it's like cherry flavored ice cream with like chocolate chunks in it.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Also, Fang, Bing, and Bark are transformations of Heavy Magician because she has the power of shapeshifting.
Yeah. So this capture we could have fit with the ice cream skip with our partner without going into the boss fight ourselves. It is now time for the level where question why it exists in this game. Oil Ocean! Out of all the levels Sega could have brought back, they went with Oil Ocean, which I'm sure someone's happy about. I'm not one of those people, but alas, we do go through the level in a fast and controlled manner, as we are using our flight ability yet again to skip just platforming sections. Instead of going right to left, and then left to right, and then right to left again, we just fly upwards. Heck yeah, best boy can fly. We love it. Now, the cool thing in this level is, if you were to have a fire shield on you and then accidentally touch the oil on the floor, it sets the oil on fire. Which I think, or wish to believe, is the reason why in Sonic 4, the aftermath, I guess, is what's happening in that one level, which is name I just forgot. Where I can just see a...
not oil desert, no, it is Oil Desert. Oil Desert Zone, I think.
I was thinking
in Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Unsure. Also, Bob the Builder. We love him, he's amazing, he does not get allowed to attack us.
He almost did.
Also, update on the ice cream cherry bomb. It is actually chunks of cherries, like not chunks of chocolate.
Yo.
But it is non-dairy. It's almond based. So if you are someone who has lactose intolerance or you like non-dairy based ice creams in general, it's an almond based flavored cherry ice cream and or cherry flavored ice cream with chunks of whole cherries in it.
That's amazing. I love cherries. I would love to try that. I lost fact number 2. The unique gimmick in this one is the fog you see right now. Since we skipped the cutscene and are just moving super flippin' fast, the fog does not build up. The fog, if it were to function normally, would increase in its density. Once it has reached a certain level, it will drain our rings, similar as if we were to be in a super state, for example. Due to the fog glitching out, I guess. Whenever you skip the cutscene or position yourself properly in the transition, it just stays in this constant mid-level, which is very beneficial for us. However, we must avoid to grab the pulleys that are throughout the level, because those could also re-trigger it.
You can get the boss skip.
So, what we tried right now is you can also skip the boss fight for Oil Ocean Act number 2 by... If you're a super, you can fly above the entire level. If you don't have super, what Jody tried is right before the drop down to the boss arena, if you fly in a precise pattern, like just straight hugging the wall and stick to the ceiling and move all the way to the right, it is very precise and kind of wonky, but you can fly above the boss trigger. But regardless, Jody yet again showing off that even if the skip doesn't work, the skill will. And after Oil Ocean comes a level which has, in my opinion, one of the best songs in this entire game. So for all you lovelies out there, any dance emotes, any jam emotes, anything that just vibes along with the music, I want to see them all being thrown out now. Just chill along with Lava Reef.
We're getting to see something amazing in the next level. That's going to you'll be in awe.
Yeah. The next act, you mean, right?
Yes.
Ooh, then I know what's coming. Anyways, Lava Reef, act number 1, close to the original. And since everything here is just full with lava and hot and wants to hurt us, what we do is we grab a fire shield. And hopefully stick true to it, because look at this. Oh no, a lava pillar trying to stop us. Well, no chance, for we are the best boy with a lava shield. And again, love the soundtrack. Lava Reef 1, such a good song. Indiana Jones sections are also in this level. Shout out to Indiana Jones, I think. Where the spam bots are trying to chase us. However, we can just outmaneuver everything. Love to see. These little drop-down platforms, you have to be aware of the cycles, and if they have a screen-based cycle, a global cycle, because otherwise you'll get squinched. And as amazing and strong as we are, regardless of shields or flights, squinch is something that Sonic characters don't like. It hurts very much. Grabbing the speed shoes to then follow the path and... Oh, nice big jump. Almost all the way up the stairs. You'll love to see it.
I think I've only ever done that once.
It's very tricky. Now, almost at the boss fight, for which the lava shield will also come in very handy. I said lava shield. Doesn't make any difference. Some say fire shield, some say flame shield. I say lava shield now. It makes the least amount of sense out of all the 3 names, but as such, I'll stick to it now anyway. Do you say fire shield or flame shield, Jordy?
It's always been fire shield.
If you would have said lava shield right now, you'd have been the MVP for me right now.
I'm the opposite. I usually
you're
say
on your own boat.
I'll jump between both, but I often say flame shield.
So the way this works is that we try to lure the boss into hitting the rocket platforms below, which then makes the lava rise, which then breaks the boss's super armor. Because we can't hit the boss beforehand, so we have to hit him at least twice, then the center armor gets broken so we can hit him. And if we were to make him hit another block of lava, we would break his arms. Now this is very important.
Here we go.
Let's go! Dark Lava Reef 2. But technically, or normally, this level would be a lot brighter. But the way this works is, as you saw right now, after the boss fight, there is a transition on the elevator thingamajig, where the screen goes dark and the screen goes light again. However, if you skip the transition, after it has gone fully dark and tries to re-brighten itself, if you skip at the right moment, it sticks to that level of darkness, which just, I mean, look at this. This is so beautiful to look at. Everything is dark, but the crystals themselves, they stay bright and change their colors and luminescent. It's, so beautiful. So beautiful. Yet again, despite it being a bit more cooler from the color scheme, Lava Reef 2, it's still Lava Reef. So having the fire shield is very, very beneficial for us to skip. Or not just necessarily skip, but survive sections like the ones below us right now. Walking on lava. Presented to you by Lava Shield. Yes, I'm sticking to this.
The find it in your local Walmart now. You have given me your curse.
Words and phonetic sounds, we can do them. Now this section normally would be like, oh, hello, Knuckles, punches a rock at us, but he's not here right now, because, you know, he dropped down from a plane. He's fine, by the way. He's so cool he gets his own stage.
And that was bright again. This is the equivalent to sleeping and then waking up and turning on your phone and it's on full brightness.
We're now about to fight the Heavy Rider with a motorbog that looks really angry, like really angry. Look at the face of the motorbog whenever it's on screen, especially the eyes. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, please don't hurt me. And I'm like, yay! When it does the stunt jump. Also, there's something approaching in the background. I wonder what that could be. Do you have any idea, John?
No way, is this a reference?
One might think so. Amber, do you know the big spherical thing in the night sky that's in the background?
It's anime.
It is, in fact, time for Jordy's favorite stage. It's time for anime! Jordy, do you want to explain where the reference came from with Is This Anime?
If I remember correctly, it came from Arg.
I think it came from Clove, who then mentioned it to Arg, who then popularized it. So basically the music in the background sounds like, is this anime? Is this anime? Or this is anime. And, oh no!
Why did I stall? What?
What?
I've never seen that. Wow, that's really cool. That was a first for me.
That's a first for me? I'm just gonna wait.
Well, you saw it here first, folks. Metallic Madness, and this is a prime showcase of why this level makes me so heckin' nervous, is the fact that anything and everything is just constantly out to get you.
This is no longer my favorite level.
It has been
Friendship
demoted.
ended with Metallic Madness, and now, oh my god. The next zone is my favorite zone. Why am I forgetting the name of it?
Titanic Monarch.
Titanic Monarch. Now Titanic Monarch is my best friend.
I take the Hydro City. The boss of Metallic Madness 1 might look familiar to some of you who played the original Sonic trilogy. It's the final boss of Sonic 1. However, two things changed. Or three, if you think about it. Anyways, first of all, we cannot RNG manipulate this. Unlike in the first Sonic game, we can't force a pattern onto this. However, there is a fifth pillar now, as you can see, which makes it a bit easier. And secondly, what many people don't know, there will always be a gap in between them. There was something that was very, very challenging in the first Sonic game, but a bit easier now. Now, we are in the desperation phase. Eggman will come out of every fourth pillar. So if we count along, this is number 4, 1, 2, 3, and then number 4, that's where Eggman is in. So we just can always perfectly predict where he will be in and position ourselves accordingly to hit him. The whole, there will always be a gap in between is also true for the desperation phase, by the way. So if the one on the very far left were to come down, the second one will never rise. Knowing that as well during the boss fight can help you predict even more where the next movement or position of the boss will be. Metallic Madness 2, confirming that this is anime. Because the melody is similar, so we decided that the first one is this anime? And the second one is, this is anime. If you also listen closely, you can hear someone talking, or is it rapping in the background? Yes! Metallic Madness 1 and 2, the soundtrack is, believe it or not, a rap battle between Sonic and Eggman. Don't ask me for the lyrics, I do not know.
Pelopes tweeted them, I think, last year.
Do you want to rap them for us, Amber?
Oh god, you want me to try to figure out where it is?
Not just rap it for us, you know, give us the
No,
lyrics.
I don't know the lyrics. I know that T-Lopes, god.
In the meantime, I'll just quickly explain.
Yeah.
love the chibi characters in this. As you saw, when we hit the lasers, we get turned into chibi characters. Chibi Tails, Chibi Knuckles, whoever. They all look so adorable. I mean, look at the chibi best boy. He's so cute. I can't handle it. Does anyone of you have like 5 50-pence pieces or whatever? Because these gacha machines tend to be very expensive nowadays.
Oh, no.
Anyways, it's Gacha Machine the Boss, which can have either the boss of Marvel Zone from Sonic 1, Emerald Hill from Sonic 2, or Amy Doll for some reason, which is also there. I don't know why Eggman has an army of Amy Dolls. Oh, thank you, Amber.
Yeah, I found both Act 1 and 2 lyrics. He did post them last March. Or March 2023. Words. I can speak them.
Words of phonetic sounds here at a GDQ Hotfix. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh, every time I'm hosting.
Just makes you all the more human and sympathetic. Now we have defeated all the mini-bosses, however, we must also win our final prize. Eggman! Hello! And he's like, oh no, I'm not dealing with this, goodbye! Little optimization there. The blue laser that turns us back into regular size pushes us backwards. So, if we spin dash towards it and turn around at the very last moment, it pushes us towards the capsule. Little bit of optimization here and there. And some, throughout the entire run, can save quite some time. And we're now in the final set of levels, the last zone, and as we established a few minutes ago, Amber's favorite, Titanic Monarch. A very imposing final level, I must admit. To be told, I'm not a huge fan of it. It stresses me out, which I guess, well, that's kind of the whole goal. But we're safety cars, with little robo-friends in them. So that's nice. Who doesn't like a good robo-friend? Titanic Monarch, however, as I mentioned, is the final set of levels. It is very, very tricky. It amps up the difficulty. And it has these plasma balls that we all knew and liked and loved in the 90s and have yet to see them again. I wonder what happened to those. However, this is one of my favorite parts. We got the lightning shield, which makes us magnetic as well, and ascend me! Or Jordy in this case.
Are you running or am I running?
You're running. It's just... I want to say muscle memory, but I guess brain memory or whatever. Any other character underneath these spikes would be squished. Tails not. Why? He is the best boy with the smaller hitbox. This skip right now, where we clip into the wall by being pushed from the platform, Tails only. Sonic can't do it, Nux can't do it, Mighty can't do it, Ray can't do it. Tails is the only one who can do this clip that we did right now. Anyone else, if they were to attempt it, would get squished by the ball, by the spikes on top of them. Best boy Tails. Superior character through and through. Squish him there. Spin dash to the side. And now we're already at the boss of the Titanic Monarch run. Everyone's favorite. Crimson Eye. It's not Red Eye. No. It's Crimson Eye. First phase, both the same. Second phase is now the elevator action fight. Depending on the movement of the elevator, the gravity changes. So either we have increased gravity, making it more difficult to jump high, or reduced gravity, which makes it more difficult to land, I guess. However, as we have established, the best boy is superior with his flight, and even if the gravity is high and the boss is up top, we can still hit it. Did you like dark lava beef? Have you considered Dark Titanic Monarch?
Not as dark, but still pretty dim.
I didn't know you could do this with Titanic Monarch.
Works here as well, has the same transition tactics. TM2. This room in particular, did you saw for half a second there because Jordy's way too fast. It works as a more or less choose your own adventure thing. You have to play all 4 stages, that is a must, like, unless you do a very cool skip. However, normally you have to do all 4 sections, but the order in which you do them is up to the player. That's the cool thing. So, like, semi-choose your own adventure, but yeah. And now comes the most annoying thing in this game. Just gonna let Jody focus there for half a second.
You're fine. You can carry on.
Okay, cool. Team 2 skip. The reason why I dropped the speedrun. The way this works is we spin dash into the plasma ball. Once we are in the plasma ball, we have to hold the left button for exactly 17 to 18 milliseconds. Do a frame-perfect jump out of the plasma ball to clip inside the ceiling up there. And once we are in the ceiling, use jumping strats to get all the way to the top. Where we then have to turn around, do... Oh, we're in the wall. All the way up.
Double frame
Now turn
perfect,
around.
by the way.
More frame perfect jumps, and we skip the entire rest of the level. Let's flippin' go, Jordy.
Yo, that was sick.
You love to see it. Love to see it. However, this is not the end of the run, because we still have to fight the final boss.
Oh wow,
Despite
it actually
skipping
drags
the
you
level.
in here no matter what.
Yeah.
No chance to avoid this. Eggman is like, you may skip the level, but you cannot skip me. I don't know why I voice him like Skeletor. Just fun to do Skeletor voices. But anyways, we're at the final boss. The way this boss works is he has these 5 hits, wonderful. He has these electric tentacle things that reach towards his sphere. While he is in his shield, we can't hit him. Once he goes down, he electrifies the arms and makes himself vulnerable. The cool thing is, the more you fight the boss, the easier it gets. Because the arms get removed, the electric thingamajigs, which makes it easier to hit him. But yeah. Per circle, you can get 4 to 5 hits, depending on the section.
I'm sensing deja vu.
We don't have any rings, but Jordy is too skillful for this. We'll get this anyway.
Hanging out in the corner where it's safe.
Get ready on time, by the way. On the final hit, we have time.
Time!
GG.
Oh, me.
Get gas! Get gas!
What a good run. That movement was so sick.
Thank
They
you.
get extra tense near the end with fighting the boss with no rings. But I'm just gonna say that was intentional. Jordy was just showing off.
Yeah, okay, I'll roll with that, sure.
GG's on your run. How are you feeling? How
Thank
did you
you.
enjoy it?
Oh, so much fun. Again, thank you so much for having me here. I'm just so stoked I could be here, even if it is 3:15 in the morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for being up so late, both of
That's
you. So, like,
Oh.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
If you have any shout outs or anything you want to share as we wrap up, feel free to share that now. And then we'll hop into our next run because we have another Knuckles run that didn't quite make it into the Knuckles block because of scheduling, but we have another Knuckles run coming up.
Great, so I will take the time to do a few shoutouts. First one, massive shoutouts to Ro here for agreeing to commentate this and having a run that's in a few hours. This man's doing an all-nighter.
You're more than
I-
welcome. Genuinely, thank you for having me.
I would like to shout out the classic Sonic Speedrun community for being a massive help whenever I needed it and putting up with me moaning sometimes. Shout outs to the Sonic Origins speedrunning community, and a massive shout out to the VTuber community and all of my friends who took time out of their day to be here with me and submitted PNGs or images that they would use to remind me of them. To have this little border that I have around me, I really wanted to, like if it were to be like an in-person event, it would be impossible to have everybody like on the couch with me, so I decided to drag everybody here in spirit.
That is really sweet. As a fellow VTuber, it is really cool to see other VTubers, especially a Vroid, like as well, because Vroids are a very rare breed now, a VTuber. But excellent run, excellent movement. Can't speak highly enough of it. Roman, did you say your shout outs and I already forgot? Am I having a moment, or did?
It's all good. I'll do my shoutouts when I do my own run later. It's all cool. Oh, but again, just like thank you so very much for having me, Jordy. It has been a blast. I always love to be around for Mania runs. That was my very first speedrun Sonic Mania, and it's just so amazing to see it be performed so incredibly well. So again, massive GGs and shoutouts to you, Jordy.
Thank you very much, and thank you again.
And Roman, we will see you tomorrow as the second run of Sunday.
Did you mean today?
In about like 14, 15 hours.
Yeah. For me,
but seriously, both of you go get some sleep. You both deserve it. We really appreciate you. Speaking of y'all in the audience, you don't go to sleep yet. We still have 2 more runs. Coming up next is going to be Sonic Advance 2 being run as Knuckles by Nacho the Adventurer. Sonic Advance 2 has some really sick speed tech in it, and Knuckles has some really nice tricks up his sleeve as well. So stick around, and we'll be right back in about 5 minutes.